Hi guys, Cynthia here, and today, we are going to put the garden to bed. I did clean out one bed in an earlier video, but in this video, I will be cleaning all three of my garden beds. I decided, even though things were looking pretty decently, oh look, two Paul Robeson tomatoes. But anyway, even though everything was looking pretty decent and probably didn't need to clean them up. I am extremely busy at this moment with, other activities. And so I thought, let me just get this done so that when I come out here, or the next time I can come out here, it won't be just like a slimy, rotten, frozen, nasty mess. And I have to also get this bed ready for garlic. This is the bed that I'm going to be putting the garlic in because it's the bed on the far right of the garden where it gets good sun, but it's not the most impactful when it comes to sun. So I thought that when the trees do not have leaves, that bed will get sun over the winter, and it will allow the garlic to, sprout, and it'll be great. But in the summertime, like right before we're about to pick it, and it doesn't get that much like full sun all day, that I won't have to worry about what to put in there, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Anyway, that's why I really wanted to clean this bed out. You'll see that I'm just taking out just everything. I will be adjusting all of the trellises because they were not in there correctly. So I do the culture method, which is, just when you stack in like branches and trees and wood and leaves and all the things to fill your garden bed. And so at the end or at the bottom of all my garden beds, I have just a lot of wood. So you'll see that after I clean everything up, that I do have to move a piece of wood out of the way. Anyway, so the reason why I decided to do a voiceover is because it was extremely windy on this day, and I tried doing with the mic, and it just sounded like just wind. And so I just figured, you know what, let me just get the work done, and then I can just talk to you guys. So anywho, how are you guys doing? I am doing really good, super busy as of now, but I'm excited to get the garden cleaned up. This is kind of relieving a lot of pressure. I'm sure you guys all feel like that when you garden, that, you're really gung-ho when you start the seeds and you plant them in the spring, and then the summer comes and you get all of your harvest and everything's really exciting. But when it comes to the fall, it's like you're exhausted, you're over it. There's so many other chores that need to get done. But I'm excited that now this particular chore is done. Another reason why I had to, kind of get this cleaned up ASAP is because we are, just really quickly, make sure you take all your plastic tags out of your beds. You don't want to leave plastic in there. It's just not good for the environment and or your produce. So just make sure you dig around and you grab all of your tags. Just wanted to make that disclaimer because I just noticed that I was pulling the tags out. Anyway, so I have these oyas, which is part of the reason why I really wanted to get this garden cleaned up. I do not want them to crack. I don't want them to break. And so that is why I kind of had to just move this along. But here I wanted to show you, you can see all of the roots that gathered around the oya, which I think is kind of cool that they're just all looking for the water. I absolutely love oyas. I highly recommend them. I will definitely link some of the oyas down below that I used. I used some cheap ones from Amazon, some expensive ones from Amazon, and then I use Grow Oya, which is actually a very expensive, Oya company. I think they are, because I don't know. I mean, they do feel heavier, so they might be better quality. I didn't notice a difference in the watering of any of it, so I don't know. But either way, I'll link everything below so that you can make your decision on what kind of Oya you would like. So I had 1 million tiny little melons flying off of this. It was kind of a bit of a nightmare. I tried to pick up as many as I can. In fact, I picked up everything off of the gravel because the last thing I need is just nasty dirt and things, accumulating and then having weeds or a plant growing through the gravel, which is never good. So I am adjusting this because I want it to be in the back. I realized I had it in the front, and I thought that'd be really pretty because I had a design concept where I wanted to put my little bistro table in the center, but it didn't work out. And I thought if I had two of the arches with something climbing over, it would give some kind of like a rest from the sun, and you can sit in the middle and it'd be really cute. But I realized that I do not use my garden that way. So I want to put the trellis in the back. I think it would just, I don't know, just be a little bit better. So this is what I was talking about. I literally had to dig through all of this dirt because I had a giant piece of wood from the hugel culture. It didn't take too much work. I just kind of like dug out the dirt and then moved it to the side. I only really needed to move it by an inch, and that's basically what I did. And you will see that I want that like final bar like touching the dirt. It was over, and I think that was also causing my trellises not to be stable, along with the fact that I had a tomato kind of attached to it. So that didn't help. But I'm hoping that with me, you know, doing this and digging it deeper, that it will help. I was also thinking about getting brackets to kind of connect them to the bed, but I also don't want to put holes in my bed. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but just something I am thinking about just to keep them just a little bit more secure. Just because I have the, what is that called? That hardware cloth underneath. So I can't stake them into the ground. So all of these arbors have like a pointy bottom so that you can kind of like hammer it into the ground and it could go, you know, be nice and secure. But because I do have the hardware cloth, I cannot go any further than how deep the bed is. So that's the only thing. So I probably will have to go ahead and attach them to the beds, which is something I don't want to do, but we'll have to figure it out. Anyway, I'm really happy with the cages that I got from Gardener Supply for my peppers. I highly recommend. They are stackable, so you can use them for your tomatoes, you can use them for peppers, for eggplants, just about everything and anything you can use them for. I really like them. I do have to figure out what my plan is when it comes to peppers and so on, because I want to order more, but I don't want to order too many that is unnecessary. Like I don't want to have like just things I'm not using in the garden, but I also do not want them to sell out. So they sold out this year because they are that good. And so, you know, we will have to do some kind of planning. So my current plan with the peppers is to put them by the home garden. The home garden bed is a 6x3, and because I do square foot gardening, I believe that is 18 plants that I can put in there. So if I do 9 different types of peppers, I can do 2 of each, and that is right now the current plan. But I don't know, it could all change, but I'm really glad that I got this done. This is relieving so much pressure. I have so much to do. We want to build that greenhouse at, you know, before winter comes, and finish the fencing for some more security. So hopefully we'll get that done soon. But I did add this trellis here to the front. It's from Gardener Supply. I decided that I think I want to put something cute and small, maybe like a tiny pumpkin or something that blooms really nicely. I'm not sure. But this is the state of the garden. Now, once all the leaves fall, I will get a blower and blow everything off the gravel. You do not want that to, you know, compost on top of gravel. It's not good for it. But I want to talk about the trellises. The middle trellis is very crooked, and I'm going to show you here. And that's because I did not dig it down. There is a piece of wood that I need to move, but I'm not moving that until the spring because I did not have enough time. So right behind me, the trellis is, or the bar at the bottom is below the soil level. And it's going to even be further because you can see the soil level is down there, or here it's above. So we'll get that fixed up in the spring. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not. If you like it, please like it. And remember, if you did not get it done today, there is always tomorrow. Bye, guys.